So people ask me a lot, what are the top ways that I can naturally boost my testosterone? What are natural things to do before you supplement, or what can I do instead of supplement? Now, I would say with this caveat, most men over 40 would benefit from supplementation. And nowadays, even we see guys in their 30s who could benefit for whatever reason. I don't know if it's the food we eat, probably the food we eat, the environment we're in, plastics, whatnot. Guys are getting lower testosterone levels than before. But as far as non-supplementing natural activities, here's what I can recommend. Exercise would be probably the top one. The top two, I'll say, are exercise and sleep. And when it comes to exercise, what you want to do is something that makes you push hard, something that gives you or makes you put out a lot of effort. So that would usually mean like weightlifting or resistance training. High intensity interval training, HIIT regimens also work very well. As far as myself, what I do is weightlifting. So I'll do EMS, which is very similar to a HIIT workout and its resistance, but it's not as heavy as far as like effort. You have to like grunt. You gotta push hard to make the testosterone elevate. So my go-to exercises are deadlift, okay? Clinically shown in research to be a high testosterone producing exercise. Next one would be squat, and then myself, I do a bench press. But if you even just stick to the squats and deadlifts, you're doing pretty good as far as trying to stimulate natural testosterone production. Number two is sleep. Sleep is very simply when testosterone is produced and output into your body, okay? So if you don't get sleep, therefore it's pretty simple, you have lower levels of testosterone. So you have to get that quality sleep, because that is the time when the testosterone is made and it gets pushed into your body. So anything that improves your sleep hygiene, getting a good amount of daylight during the day, having a good bedtime routine, avoiding synthetic lights before you go to sleep. Some people try to avoid blue lights like on your phone, but de-stressing, slowing down, dimming the lights at night, getting daylight during the daytime, having a consistent also schedule during the nighttime and a consistent bedtime will also help you get sleep, therefore help you get better natural testosterone levels. Diet, number three. There's no real special regimen, I would say, when it comes to testosterone production, but the general good diet advice will still stand here. And for me, staying away from processed foods or ultra processed foods, those just have no goodness in them at all. It creates inflammation in your body. So stay away from inflammatory things like too much sugar. Gluten can have an effect too in most people as far as inflammatory effects on your gut. Just stay away from those things and eat more fruits and veggies. Pile up the fruits and veggies, increase the fiber, increase high protein foods, eat whole foods, that's it. Now, one thing I will say about diets is diets that are too low in fat have shown to be damaging to testosterone. So decreases in your testosterone levels correlated to diets that are too low in fat, and that's most likely because testosterone is a fat-based molecule. All right. Number four, I would say, is obesity. Okay, so now if you do number one and number three, good exercise, good diet, and number two as well, actually, good sleep, that tends to all reduce obesity. So number four shouldn't be an issue. But as you could imagine, high rates of obesity correlate with low levels of testosterone. So the higher on the obesity scale you are, the lower your testosterone tends to be. Stay away from obesity. And some of you will probably not like to hear this, but number five is alcohol consumption. Increased alcohol consumption leads to decreased testosterone. I myself hardly do any alcohol intake. I will occasionally celebrate with a friend or a special event or special occasion and do maybe a shot or a little bit of whiskey on the rocks or neat, but that's pretty much it for me. I pretty much do not have any alcohol intake, and that helps. And if you are of that same behavior, you tend to have better testosterone levels. The last one I mentioned, okay, why are people getting lower testosterone levels? There are environmental factors that seem to affect not just testosterone, but all hormone levels. So we see a lot of people have dysregulated, imbalanced, or inadequate hormone levels. Like I said, across the board, not just for testosterone, but we're talking about pesticides, we're talking about plastics. So they're not like perfect studies out there, but there are a good number of studies showing that plastics and pesticides can be damaging to your hormone levels, including testosterone. Things like staying away from plastic Tupperware, not microwaving food that's in plastic containers, water bottles that are made out of plastic. So there's a lot of things that we might not think about that can contribute to the plastic intake and how plastics affect your body and your testosterone. So to recap, the best ways to naturally boost your testosterone levels as much as possible. Number one, hard exercise, something that like makes you grunt, okay? Good quality sleep, number two. Number three, clean diet. Let's say whole food diet. Make sure you get enough healthy fats. Number four, don't be obese. Number five, limit the alcohol intake. Number six, watch environmental factors such as plastics and pesticides. Try to limit your exposures to both. And there you go. Happy testosterone boosting.